Ah, Keith.
Why?
Oh, let's talk about stuff.
Yeah.
We have to talk about important stuff because, I don't know, just that's what we do. We talk about stuff and stuff.
And things.
So, we're here to just have a theoretical discussion because we like theories. Do we?
I do.
I don't know. I do. Let's have a deep talk. I'm just going to shut the fuck up. So, Watch Dogs got delayed for a long time now. It's probably not going to come out till at least April. Drive Club, Sony's, one of its first party titles for the launch of the PlayStation 4 has been delayed till I think I saw March at least. And so that leaves Sony with only 2 exclusive titles coming out at launch, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're here to talk about it. If these consoles seemed rushed, and that's what we're here to talk about. Is the next generation, the Xbox One, the PlayStation 4, being rushed out to the market to try to, capitalize on holiday sales?
I believe they are. I think that's part of it, but I also think even though, it's not selling that well, they probably did it to just compete with Nintendo. Nintendo. Think about it. The Wii was the best-selling console of last generation, so Nintendo had money to spend. Like they could put out. They had the resources and the money to put out a console then, and so in order to keep up, they Microsoft and Sony. I feel like it was rushed because this past console generation was said to last 10 years. So they were able to sit on these consoles for 10 years, and now they're kind of going back on that because it's only been 7, 8.
8 for Xbox 360.
So,
7 for the others.
So that's just weird to me. I don't. And the whole thing with Watch Dogs, I don't think that's a big thing. I guess they're gonna be Watch Dogs is gonna be competing with Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, Battlefield 4, and it's going to be competing with GTA 5, which is already out. So, that's kind of a good call on their part, just because, put a game out when, there's less shit coming out, and then you'll make more money that way. But, I don't know, I guess I do feel like they are rushed, because even then, there's, not too long ago, Microsoft was adding, they added something to the Xbox, more memory or... I forget what it was. They made last minute improvements.
They boosted the clock speed of it, whatever that means.
So I'm like, you could have done that a while ago, or you could wait to put it out so you didn't rush to do that. Then you could probably get the right thing. But I don't know.
I think they're rushed too because look at all the things that aren't ready for it, and they say are coming in 2014, and just I look at all the changes that both Sony and Microsoft have been making. You look at the PlayStation 4 or even the Xbox One. Existing headsets that you have for your PS3 or 360 won't work with it. That Microsoft said that they won't have an adapter coming out, for a little while. Sony said they're going to have a big patch. So there's that. That wasn't ready. You look at Gaikad for the PS4 that's rolling out next year. That if they would have had that ready at launch, I think a lot more people would have been more enticed because of the backwards compatibility that you can get through it. That's not ready, so it's kind of like it just a lot of things point to it as being rushed, and I do feel that the Xbox One feels a little bit more rushed than the PlayStation 4. I feel that the Xbox One was more put together. It feels like it was put together more quickly, and some things were less thought out than a PlayStation 4, because they probably heard, well, Sony's already developing their next console. Shit, we should too.
We need to get on that.
Now, I'm not saying that, they put these together last year or something. It feels like they weren't as thoughtfully planned out. And when it comes to some of the games... Watch Dogs is probably done. It's like a month away from its supposed release. I think it was November 19th was when it was supposed to come out. So that game's probably done, and I think Ubisoft more just delayed that game to give it a little bit extra polish, and also so the light can just shine on it by itself. Because I don't think they want Watch Dogs and Assassin's Creed 4, two huge titles, to be competing against each other. That will just hurt their sales. They're trying to maximize profits from both games. So that's a smart thing. But Drive Club, I'm just not sure. Maybe, Sony was a little bit late in getting, getting dev kits to certain people or something, and they couldn't, started it as early as possible. Or maybe the game just needs more polished. Because, with games being delayed, less than a month away from the launch of the consoles,
seems like it's just rushed.
Seems like it's a little bit rushed, and they're just delaying it to, give it that extra polish so they're not putting a shitty product out, which I think delays, depending, are always good for games, though. They always turn out a lot better. You look at Grand Theft Auto 5, wasn't that supposed to come out last year?
Something like that,
and then they delayed it to this year, and look at it, it's a near flawless experience. Delays are never a bad thing. The delays that are bad, however, are for the people that bought these bundles. I know a lot of fucking people, when I was reading, just comments on, when Watch Dogs got delayed. A lot of people bought the, like the Xbox One Watch Dogs bundle or PlayStation 4 Watch Dogs bundle, and, that would piss me off. Now, I heard that, Amazon and GameStop, they're giving people the choice to replace those games with something else, and then once Watch Dogs come out, they'll get that for free because that they bought that bundle. Which that's nice. Now, Drive Club was supposed to be the first PlayStation Plus title for free. That was supposed to be a free game as soon as the PlayStation 4 launches. So now they have it replaced with some no-name indie title, Contrast or some shit. I don't know. But, that's also disappointing as well. It just points to it being rushed. You look at the Xbox One and just the 5 million fucking changes that they've made since they announced the fucking thing. Some things were probably more on consumer feedback, such as the used games and always online stuff, but some, like, the upgrading of, the console's hardware, that points to it being a little bit rushed, that they didn't, think about it. And once Sony revealed theirs, they were like, oh, whoops. Okay. But, at the same time, though, I don't think there's nothing wrong with buying a console at launch, but, I was just sitting there thinking, if you buy, if you wait till spring or even, holiday season of 2014, that just seems like the perfect time to buy the consoles, because that's when a lot of the bigger games are coming out. That's when there'll be a lot more games coming out. Just in the spring, you'll have Destiny and Watch Dogs, and if you get an Xbox One, Titanfall will be out. Those are like three of the biggest games of next generation. So that's just like the perfect time to buy a console. Or also there's what else coming out? Thief, Dying Light, just...
So the Order 18...
I think that's coming out fall of next year.
Oh, alright.
They could come out early. I'm not fully sure. But, yeah, the Order, it just seems like next year is a little bit more of a ripe time to buy a new console. Plus, there's just so many good games still left to get to this generation.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot. Even some that are just coming out next year.
I know.
So...
2.5, Lightning Returns.
That's all I can really think of.
That's a lot.
There's also a couple games that I still need to get to. Of this current generation. So
me too.
Yeah. So
that's
about it.
I think we think these consoles are rushed, but that's okay. Whatever. And plus, by the time you buy a console, say in spring or summer or something, they'll probably have a lot of the kinks worked out of everything, which will be nice, because I just feel like both consoles are going to have problems. I just feel like there's a lot
that could go wrong.
Yeah, that could go wrong, and there's a lot that we just don't know about these consoles at all. So yeah, I think that's about it.
Here. So, not like, subscribe, all that good shit.
Yeah.
And if you like these kind of discussion videos, why don't you tell us? Say something. We like talking to people. So
We do. Lots of awesome stuff still coming. Lots of changes that will be made. You'll
hopefully
see.
soon. And yeah.
Toodles.